Let's get into part 3 with Batman and Poison Ivy proceed to meet up. You got a cop right now who proceeds to walk in thinking everything is just sweet, but whole time, bro, he just look at some shit. What the hell is that? And proceeded to get done the worst way. Because Ivy popped up on him and stuck some things up his nose. But it wasn't that Rick James, bro. And now we have Batman proceed to pop up with a mask because clearly he cannot breathe in whatever this shit is producing. With Alfred being on the ones and twos, he tell Bruce like, hey, my boy, them cops I told you about, they sat there and brought in a military grade weapon that separates cells. So the whole time I won't be surprised if Bruce proceeds to look for that. Because clearly these are some different type of beings where he's not even getting no human signatures. These are plant-based people now. Where we find out we have human and plant DNA being combined together, where we find out it's a Venus flytrap attacking Bruce, and now he took off his goddamn mask. Clearly, Bruce ain't finna stop because Alfred is telling him to abort. But clearly, Bruce want to sit here and run the fade, and Alfred's talking about, hey, bro, there's something human in there. The more Bruce proceeds to go into this encampment, we also see more types of beings where I'm looking at this like, the hell is that? Clearly, we see Bruce trying to do his best to stay alive in the process, but here we find out that Pamela Isley have been unalived at 25. To where we eventually see Bruce run into Barbara Gordon, bro. And this is why you can't trust the government, bro. Clearly, they sent them on a blind mission where people got unalived and also turns into plants in the process. See, hell no, I'm not being a public servant. Y'all better than me. But apparently, this is where, Robert and Bruce proceed to get into it. Hey, my boy, I'm gonna sit here and stay where I need to be because clearly they sent me in here and I'm gonna handle this problem. And clearly, he didn't care because he proceeded to push your ass off a cliff. But eventually, she survived. Then when I saw the face in the ground, right, it made me have a theory like, could this possibly be Pamela Isley's mother? Because you gotta think about this. She was taking her DNA and combining it with plant DNA, which I think replicated in the process. But I could be wrong, and this could just be Poison Ivy keeping an eye on Batman. Then this is where eventually we see Batman and Poison Ivy come in contact with one another. Where now Alfred like, hey, you need to use that military grade weapon that you have onto Ivy. But clearly she gets the ups on Bruce, and now my boy is just tangled up with some plants. I feel like Batman and also Poison Ivy are sharing something with each other. She tells Batman to let go, but clearly these are two that never did let go. Bruce with the trauma with his friends, then also with Poison Ivy when she proceeded to try to find a cure for her mother because clearly she couldn't deal with the fact of her not being on this earth anymore. Even with that being said, Bruce probably thinking like, okay, bro, I'm finna sit here and take her out with this fire, but the whole time that didn't do nothing. Because clearly this woman can replicate. Where we see her in her final form, where now she turns into something where damn near I would shit my pants if I was to see it right now. But that's where you thinking it's going to end. Bye. You got Bruce's mom talking to the quarter owls, bro. Oh my God. Bruce can't catch a goddamn break. I mean, how much trauma does this man need?